Good morning, Summit Fellowship. Today is Maundy Thursday, otherwise known as Holy Thursday. Looking back in history, when Jesus was alive, this would have been the Thursday before he was crucified on a cross. One day, in 24 hours, he will be crucified on a cross, and today we remember that. My passage is Mark 14:32 through 42, and I'd love for you to take time to read it later. I'll be sharing with you a few fundamental applications I think we can glean from this passage. In this passage, Jesus takes his disciples to a garden called Gethsemane, and while he's there, he expresses distress and trouble because of the crucifixion that's going to come, and he refers to it as a cup and asks God even to remove the cup, and clarifying that he would do whatever the Lord wanted, even if it wasn't what he wanted. And in this passage, the disciples are spread out from him, and right before their Lord is going to be crucified, they are sleeping. He is pouring his heart out to God, and they're over sleeping. And Jesus comes, and he rebukes them and says, "Watch and pray so that you may not enter into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak." I believe I mentioned earlier, I want to draw three fundamental applications for us this morning. Firstly, Jesus was praying and saying, "Remove this cup." Because we are sinful and God is holy, there is a cup of wrath, a cup of judgment that is going to be poured out on us, and we're going to have to drink it. And in this cup is pain and punishment, and it is an eternal cup. But Jesus is about to bear that cup, and though he prays and asks for it to be removed, he's about to drink it because he desires that the Lord's will would be done. We can know today that there is a cup of wrath so that we can believe in Jesus and we can tell others that there's a wrath coming. Our second application is that we can model our prayer after his. He says, "Father, all things are possible for you." Firstly, he believes. He acknowledges his Father's ability. And then he asked not what he wanted, but what God wanted. We can model our prayer to ask for what God wants and not what we want. And then lastly, we cannot be like the disciples who were sleeping, but when we are surrounded by temptation, we need to know that we need to be dependent upon God so we can determine to watch and pray. Thank you. Hope you guys have a good day.